Hey, Sammy, one of them was talking nice about you. What they say? They were like, hey, I just realized Sammy reminds me of a Mexican Suge Knight. And someone said he does look pretty tough. Not handsome. But hey, that's a tough appeal. I mean, that's thug appeal.
But I mean, it's women out there that are attracted to Jeffrey Dahmer.
Sammy, you're going to be pretty one day, but you'll never be. I mean, you're going to be attractive, but you'll never be pretty.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want Jonathan Majors.
That's
Whoa, no, I mean,
Jeez,
I want Jonathan Majors.
He jumped up there, didn't he?
Starting right at the top, huh?
Yeah, right.
No, hey, I didn't say fucking Michael B. Jordan. That's the top.
Nah, I don't know. They're kind of both like really handsome.
You're comparing 10s and 9s, like you're really still shooting at the top. Not even like 9s, like 9.5s.
You know,
that's on brand for him.
Charm Hero, I do remember you. I owe you a game. So I was like, we're supposed to play something together.
Oh.
And I totally blanked.
Okay. Because
I'm not on social media. And I went back into my game.
You went dark again?
Nah, I'm around.
You're dark mostly.
Well, thank you, Tommy, on the Blaxcellence acknowledging my darkness.
Yeah, you're one of the real ones. I'm fucking around.
Well,
we come in all shades.
Of course.
Marcos today.
And you know, and that's what I was getting to. I mean, y'all already seen it over there on today's Blaxcellence.
Honorary black person of the day.
Wait, hold up. Tommy, did you bring an extra card on you, man?
I didn't. We need to start doing that. And we get it back. It's a day pass. It ain't even a full day. It's like 2 hours.
I ain't gonna claim being black. I'm just here to talk about the subject matter because I am an expert of that. Not an expert of being black. We'll never claim that ever. No.
Oh, hell no, that's whack as fuck, yo.
Yeah, see, that's why we don't have him on.
Yes, this is my first time on the Blaxcellence.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we're already kicking things off. Thank you, Juke the Ronin, for going ahead and gifting one tier 1 sub to the Mexcellence. And, you know.
Just want to shout it out because we're almost there. If we get to 150, I'm getting a Mexcellence tattoo.
If we get to 100, I'm giving shit away to the group. So there's milestones to this. Yeah, we're 18 away, and y'all guys have been awesome this month. And really, truly, I'm dipping into my pockets to give the community. And my pockets don't have that much money, contrary to popular belief.
What's your next vacation, and when is it?
I'm just going to New Orleans. I just said it.
Just going.
I never just went to New Orleans. I got to plan months ahead for that, Marco.
Look at that. Juke the Ronin took that as a challenge and said, I'm gifting another.
Hey, okay.
Nah, but for real.
And another one.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all have been popping off this month. It's been so awesome to see. But it also, you know, we want to make sure that we're continuously giving back to y'all. We do have tracking of those who've been subscribed a very long time and those who have been gifting a bunch. And so don't worry. When the Mexcellence anniversaries and Christmases come around, we remember y'all. We remember all our loyal listeners. Of course. Yeah. Even if you just following, you ain't got to spend a dime to hang out with us. But on that, today's topic's a fun one.
It's Chris Rock, his special, and the year anniversary of the slap. And Marcos is an expert at that.
That is not our topic today.
Someone told me.
It is also a Texas holiday.
What? We have like 5.
Yeah, and this is
all of them are nonsense.
No, this one's great.
Which one is this one?
It's 316.
What is that?
Austin 316. So have a beer, ladies and gentlemen. I will not be drinking today, but
unfortunately,
in spirit,
trying to be good, you know, as I've got a couple weddings coming up.
I'm just recovering. Like South by Southwest is already.
Oh yeah, you've been doing that.
Yeah,
how's that been going? Oh, you got the thing and everything. The
bracelets and I have it all. Like it's been a really fun experience. Okay. I got us a shout out thanks to Catbite, and it's been a lot of great bands, a lot of things to see. See, Goliath is in the spirit of Austin 316 Day.
You know who else is in the spirit of Austin 316 Day? Ramen Hibachi. Thank you, Ramen Hibachi.
Oh shit! Okay,
we might hit 100 by the end of the show.
No, we won't. don't you put pressure on us, man. We appreciate it. Take your time.
So.
Before I want to see what we got. We donated 25, 6, and 3 at the top. Oh shit.
Juke the Ronin's always consistent. Ramen Hibachi sprinkles in like you know, he's like, hey, I got a little dust for y'all.
Yeah.
5 is a lot.
Stop it. Stop. Get away. Y'all need to get away.
I'm just saying, even though we're 25,
No.
you a punk ass.
Stop it.
No.
Don't donate. It ain't gonna go big, you punk whack ass.
Get away.
What's the number say though?
No, this is our show.
It's gonna start going down.
85 out of 100. That's dope.
Yes.
Sam's trying to manifest destiny. Your
Yeah,
show.
he's like,
Stop negging the audience.
yeah, we.
You don't say that on the show.
I said neg, and I could say the other one too.
Hey, look, we operate not like a black-owned business. We're not overpriced, all right? So we're good.
Gotta make it, man. We gotta
No,
make it.
I love supporting where I can,
Oh yeah, all the time.
but man, our people make it expensive.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Am I allowed to comment on
Oh,
this?
no.
Because
I think I know.
thoughts.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Hey, what city are we in again?
Oh, you right.
It's not for us. I've gotten a discount at the chicken and waffle place.
Oh, no, Tommy. I wasn't even. I was thinking of places that I've gone in Houston where it's like, I made these shirts myself. $75.
That's just to you though.
Nah, see, that's actually the truth.
You get those shirts for $10.
Because if you do leave the Austin, if you do leave the Austin,
Damn, we are gonna hit 100
holy
today.
Shit. Damn,
nice.
man, shit, I should
So
come
you
on
said-
here and be like, give me your money.
So you said so Rolex is for all of us.
And I didn't say Rolexes. I said I'm gonna sprinkle some
You can
goodness with the
afford it.
peoples. I cannot afford
Like a quarterback
Rolex.
paying his O-line. You can afford it.
Hype train
We got a
just
hype
went off.
train.
No,
Yeah.
well, we got a hype train first of all. Charm Hero with the what? The 10?
10.
That was 10.
It's a lot.
You're almost there.
Yeah, I was like,
And it wasn't because of you.
It was-
Oh, he's coming back. Why
no,
did you say that?
get back! It's the Black Show.
Give me a torch.
Shout out to Charm Hero. He wanted a shout out. That's all he wanted.
Oh no, Charm Hero.
Charm Hero.
You
Big
want to shout out in the game with me?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, I know. Since the hype train's gonna keep going until it's gone, I won't leave.
Is that,
See,
So we supposed
we
to-
can't have.
we were supposed to
can't
be
have-
celebrating.
Hold on, can I get my fuzzy?
We can't.
Yeah, we can follow your Twitch after this. I don't know. Just drop it.
Follow? We can't.
Follow my
We
Twitch,
can't
please.
raid. Oh, can we raid? We can raid.
We can raid.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
You
raid.
have that
Let's do
ability.
that.
They're calling you a colonizer, Sam.
A little
That's
bit.
Oh, Juke. You know what? Fine.
I want to thank the people who do this.
Just cause everybody out here being nice and donating. I purposely was like, hey, you know what? Let's actually just do the show today.
I
no
told
little
Marcos
pre-show.
we'd do a special.
Yeah, no little pre-show. But
Do a special.
on the but I know people like
For
the
this
NFL.
subject.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got
people
free
really
agency,
because the free
draft.
agency has been fun.
Yeah.
Oh, are they requesting a sports show?
Juke the Ronin personally.
And Juke Jerome donated all those things?
Juke the Ronin has been donating consistently.
Yeah.
So in that case,
Yeah.
Throw up the Gert signal.
Yeah.
In Gertz we trust.
It gives them a reason to come back in the summer or
right.
the spring or whatever the time.
Dude,
it
go
is.
for a March
we can
Madness.
do it next week. We cannot do a March Madness show.
No, I don't follow that enough. And my team's the number one, and like my school's
Yeah, the team that
number
broke
one.
my bracket today, never even heard of them today.
Is it Furman?
Furman. Yep. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Nor should you. These schools are unknown for a
Go
reason.
Gauchos, we're taking it all, baby. Woo!
Y'all didn't lose yet?
No, it's tomorrow.
You lose tomorrow.
We're in the tournament today, though.
Bless your heart.
It's about today.
It's about today.
Wait, where are you
What
today?
seed is
In the
this?
tournament?
Yeah.
Boom.
In the tournament, boom.
What seed are they?
14.
Yeah, but Tommy can talk the most shit. His team's the number one
Number
seed.
Yeah, they're going to lose to Gonzaga in the Final Four.
At least we'll make it.
Oh, that's right. You're okay with consolation prizes.
I'm just a
What's the big
meek old
deal?
UT fan.
You're
Let me
still
live.
in it.
Furman is in South Carolina. Learned something today.
Y'all are number 2. You're a number 2 seed. That's good enough.
No, I think UT's
Wait,
like
Furman
3
made
or 4.
it?
3 or 4,
Furman
yeah.
made it, but the Tar Heels didn't? That's stupid.
Serenity's like, that's how I get a Sailor Moon show. Donate a bunch of money.
Yes!
You'd be surprised what you get.
I will get naked and do the transformation sequence.
Yeah.
We are tricks.
Yeah.
We are absolute tricks.
Yeah. Put some dollars. I'll be like Venus.
Yeah. You'd be surprised.
I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I know the shit.
Hey, if the check clears, you would be
I
surprised.
will handcraft the little baby cat with the moon on the head. That's what I'll do.
But-
Blackowitz wants a Sailor Moon show too, I think.
Never running from a real fight.
Well, no, for reals, we do really appreciate the support, guys. We are we're hitting awesome on quite a lot of our platforms. Give YouTube some more love. Share that over there because that's where we do all the shorts and whatnot. But if y'all are here, y'all get to see the great. Y'all guys already get to see the greatness. Don't worry, we'll talk about free agency one of these days. I'm gonna let it a little simmer a little bit, and then we can do that special because it actually is super interesting. It's only interesting because my team did something.
So did mine.
Finally did something.
Mine did some smart shit.
Your team did something.
No,
I think all of our teams, including the Vikings, did something.
No, you're not the Vikings anymore.
What is it this season?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet, man. I'm really conflicted.
Wait till after the
Where did the Hokage guy go?
He went to the Saints.
You're gonna be a Saint. Derek Carr went there too. You're gonna be a Saints
he's gonna be a
fan.
Saints fan too.
I like this. The Saints are a hard team to dislike. They're kind of
They got your boy.
They're vanilla.
One of your boys.
He's not the Derek Carr, dude. That's
No.
Hurts.
They got someone else.
Taysom Hill. I love Taysom Hill.
Taysom's been there.
Oh no, I don't even know if he's.
No, this isn't the sports show, Shadow. We'll correct course soon.
No,
I
you
forgot
guys
who
are
it
giving
is,
us
but
money,
yeah,
and so we're
someone
just giving
else.
people whatever they want.
Don't worry,
The
it's the
highest
Black
bidder.
Show.
It is.
Like,
You'll be gone
really,
soon.
really, the only reason it turned to the sports show is because someone colonized our show.
No, it didn't turn into the sports show.
kidding.
It turned into the give me money show.
Nah, but we're saving our free agency opinions for that show. If you want to know, it's been contentious. It's been awesome.
I'm just waiting for the big news to drop, and then we can do it all at once.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers.
That's not big.
It's gonna be funny. The memes are hilarious right now.
Yeah, it is pretty.
The memes are really funny. But we know where he's going. But no. Hey, whoa, time out. I'm saving it. And sir, can I please wait, what happened?
Did the hype train happen? What happened? What is it?
It said 15
Had
subs.
15 subs.
Again, right now?
No.
I saw something that said 15 subs.
No,
Where's
you're
our
lying.
limit?
Don't know how this works.
I see it. No, calm down.
Oh, I think it's the hype train just ended.
It's just a hype training
okay.
with 15 subs of people.
All right,
we appreciate y'all.
Now it's time for the show to start. I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
Yeah, we
You ruined
changed
it.
from this to this, guys. So don't worry, we're about that because today's topic is a lot of fun.
I think so.
Now, Marcos was the one who positioned this topic, mainly because hey, we like to make sure that. And thanks for joining us for a bit, Sammy. Oh right. But no, we positioned it as kind of a unique crossroads that are areas we allude to sometimes, right? Those how do I put it? Crossroads of culture, crossroads, those epicenters of uniqueness that blackness has brought into the world, but also reclaiming some of those notions. So, Marcos, can you give us a little bit of background on what made you pick this topic and why you wanted to join us today?
So I've been going to concerts since the year 2000. Damn, I'm old. And when I first started going to Warped Tours and things like that, I would literally scour the whole 1,000 people audience looking for just the other brown person. And growing up, I think the only black artist of the time that I can remember is Seven Dust. If you remember that band.
I remember that band.
Yeah, the lead singer was black. And
Was
that's
he?
it. Yes.
I did not know that. Really didn't know that. Like the album covers never indicated that.
Yeah, there's a black. Maybe the lights kind of hit him in a way. But
That's crazy. I
also
thought it was
you
just
might,
an artistic choice.
well, you do kind of want to hide it in a metal scene that's filled like a lot of metal bands have Nazis and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a popular one for them.
But recently been going to shows a lot this month. And I mean, I've gone to 5 or 6 in the last 3 weeks, and it's more multicultural. Literally, I went to the most multicultural scene on Tuesday, Ska, and Jared starts their speech by saying, black people have created every genre, even country, look it up, and we're taking it back.
And a lot of other genres, too.
Well, they said every genre. Okay. Country, metal, punk. Like, if you think about it, like, the roots all go through a lot of it. True. And it's just...
Nah, I mean, y'all got... Yeah, time out. Them Scottish got them bagpipes. That's on y'all.
That is a them thing.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, I mean, we gotta give props where it's due.
Yeah,
like,
we had nothing to do with that, I don't think.
I be
There's African origins to the bagpipe.
No, but that's an instrument, not a type of music.
I don't know. Bagpipe has to be
That's
its own genre, right?
That kind of is its own genre. I've not heard that shit on a hip hop album.
Yo,
heard bagpipes?
put some bagpipes on a hip hop album.
Yeah, can we make that? Some
I've definitely
bagpipes
heard-
in Jersey Club.
I've definitely heard bagpipes in a hip hop album.
In the 2000s don't count. Early 2000s though. They were doing all kinds of ridiculous shit then.
But
Now hold up.
It's a washboard in a R&B song.
I'm sorry.
Sure there is.
It's
It's a
happening
lot of
real
them.
quick.
You're looking it up?
Bagpipes and hip hop. Yeah. I'm just going.
geez.
First of all, bagpipes.
I don't want to know what this.
I know Jedi Mind Tricks has the song with bagpipes for sure. But he's not black.
No.
I thought he was black for the longest time, but he was the opposite kind of thing. Shortest Italian dude
So
in the
time
world.
out. We're gonna go to the roots, aka we're gonna go to a beat. See if bagpipes can work on a beat. So between hard banging Oriental or hip hop rap beat instrumental, which sounds more enthusiastic?
The latter. Let's try that.
Got you. Okay, here we go. We're gonna give it. One more chance. We'll go to this other. We'll go to this other one.
Oh,
Smoke coming from the AirPods right now.
Oh, that's.
Pharaoh Production.
No, oh, that feels a little more legitimate.
This is a 50 Wins production.
Where the
Oh no.
You know what? You're right. I expected more.
No. What are we at? 2 minutes?
That's a minute in.
Yeah, no.
I try too hard. That's all it is.
That's a minute in.
Lost
That's a
me.
minute in.
Had me and lost me.
St. Patrick's Day is this week. Shit.
Mañana.
Do I have to drink tomorrow? I guess I do. I was trying to be healthy. I don't have to drink. I don't have to do anything.
You're an adult. Yeah. Pay your own bills.
No, but that's what happens. If you are drinking and it's St. Patrick's Day, beer just comes to you. It's like Mjolnir all day.
I mean, the amount of free beer out there. Is
Dude,
probably-
especially in Austin, during South by, that made me feel less inclined to go out
Yeah, I hate it.
because it's nasty
Is
here.
this your first time doing
Doing what?
it? South by.
No, I've done it several times.
Okay. It's a
No,
very
I like South by.
I like ACL. It's all contained.
No, I like
I like South by more.
I like South by from
everywhere. That's the
No,
problem.
because South by you could sneak into things. When I was a college student, bro, I'd just be sneaking into things, or I'd be working and
When you're
making a
out
lot
and
of
about,
money.
yeah, it is better because
Like it's-
I ran into many a show that on accident.
ACL didn't
That's all about
pay
that.
me that much when I was a bartender, but like South by, whoo,
Okay.
ooh, that'd be
Whoa.
making dough. But sorry, South by is not about culture. Culture, hit us. What's up?
Well, it's just for a long time. I think what kind of is happening to rap is the Elvis effect. It's not exactly accurate. There's still a lot of successful, really good black rap artists, but like I feel like society is pushing us like Eminem, Young Great. Like it's a lot of gimmick white rappers, and then there's
Eminem wasn't a gimmick.
And I need you
no, I
to
meant
calm
now.
down.
Oh, yes,
I need you to
right.
calm down. Young Gravy's great.
Oh, just because he's your hero.
Young Gravy's not my hero, but Young Gravy is great.
He's back.
and then, like I'm saying, there's still a lot of great black rappers, but what we are seeing is a lot of black youth go the other way. We have Magnolia Park, which is a black emo band. We have the Oxymorons that are a black punk band. Soul Glow is a black hardcore band, and they have one of the top 5 best albums of last year, according to Pitchfork. Like, it's just you're seeing more black people in rock music, and I'm seeing a lot more in shows.
And also, just ones that aren't even fully like rock music. Just like how they're kind of changing like the
Well,
indie
there-
rap scene.
there
like
is-
like Brockhampton.
That's a good example
Yeah,
of what also
just-
what's going on.
Yeah, it's just like they're taking a lot of rock elements, life's culture elements, and
Well, emo was dying,
Yeah.
and then emo, a lot of youth came to emo rap and made it what it is. Whether you like it or hate it, like it's here. And Epitaph was one of the first record labels to go like, all right, we're grabbing a lot of these people and signing them because this is the next thing.
yeah.
And I'll even, but hold up. And to your point, Serenity, I don't think Lil Dicky's a gimmicky rapper.
He is, but he's a good one.
No, he's a really good lyricist, and he does what he wants
Let me put it this way: is Kiss a gimmick band?
with like the paint and whatnot. No. So
Same thing.
no. My whole thing is when we start to say it's gimmicky, right? It's just it's almost pushing out
No,
And I just don't like to claim it under the umbrella as a gimmick because I don't think you have to go. I've been a proponent. We'll probably get into this like with hip hop and whatnot, but like I don't think you have to rap about stereotypical things when it comes to hip hop. You can rap about whatever.
Like the ones that
the art
don't.
form.
Yeah.
The art form of it. Whenever you're actually able to do that lyricism, it's cool. If you want to be clowny and jokey, that's fine. I don't think that derails you in any way, shape, or form. And then when he wants to go in, he can.
But has he ever done anything serious?
Yeah, he had a freestyle that was really good.
No, I mean like an actual whole project.
But why does he have to? But I mean, he did. No, because like he drops in songs to show that he can, and he was like, "Hey, like for the people who've been like following me, I had to do this for a while because it got me attention."
So it's like a bonus track.
Yeah, but it's like if that's
but no one's heard those.
They have. They're popular. You just haven't heard it, Tommy.
Okay,
because it's not like you hear the overall umbrella. And then it's like, cool, we have pigeonholed this person into this thing. I'm not saying he's like immaculate, but even rappers give him a lot of props.
I'd give him props. He's good.
Yeah, it's like, no.
But it doesn't mean, just he can have a gimmick and still be good.
I just don't believe it's like, because, in the same vein.
I think we just define gimmick differently.
I think we define gimmick differently because I'm like, I never considered T-Pain's thing a gimmick.
Totally a gimmick.
No, he can sing without it.
We know, but he's known for the auto-tune.
He's known for the auto-tune, but I don't think that's a gimmick whenever he made an art form. He's the one who made that.
I feel like what you're known for is kind of what you are, right? As far as music goes.
He's known for auto-tune, but I don't think that was a gimmick.
It kind of was because he wasn't successful after he stopped doing it.
He's successful right now. He's coasting.
No, he's doing great. But I mean, hit-wise, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know he wasn't. He wasn't in the top, but also the nature of the industry was changing, right? Like,
yes, Riff Raff is definitely gimmicky. Gimmicky. Can we do gimmicky? You could be a gimmick and you have gimmicky elements.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
We can be in the middle.
There you go.
Say gimmicky.
It's really hard to do comedy no matter what the genre and it not being seen as a gimmick.
Here's my counter that Eminem did comedy, but he also did Stan.
I really I don't think Eminem actually turned the corner to not be gimmicky till he made 8 Mile.
You thought very little of Eminem.
No, I don't. Everything that I saw, like, it's not that it was bad. I liked all his old songs, but it was still like it's a comedy thing. I'm shoving my penis and stuff, and like just making.
That was like one. That was one song per.
That was not one song.
It was one song per album.
And which ones did he release? That were on the TRL.
Eminem?
Yeah.
It was two.
Wildin'.
Without me.
Wildin'. No, Eminem.
Would Superman count as one?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So
no.
Each album. So that proves my point.
No, but with Eminem's case, right? Yeah. He was doing like if you go back and watch some of those music videos, him and Dr. Dre are just having fun. They're just doing stupid shit.
Yeah, he's just having fun with it.
But like that's what cut.
He still talked about very dark shit too, though. And people took it seriously. Like if Lil Dicky did that, it would be jarring.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like it doesn't.
I mean, Lil Dicky also is doing comedy. It's just a different.
He does more. It's kind of in reverse. It's mostly comedy.
What I think the problem is people say you can't have this intertwined into hip hop because it's not hip hop, and that's not true.
No, I believe. I think what he does is hip hop.
Yes,
but it's still gimmicky.
No, we met in the middle. Don't try me.
I mean, he did say gimmicky.
We metaphorically shook on it.
Gimmicky. But it's just like to me when you say that, it's like, hey, it knocks down.
Then what's a gimmick to you? Afro Man?
No. I mean,
Afro Man isn't a gimmick?
No, that's not.
He has no definition.
No. Time out. That's not what I'm saying. What would be like a real true gimmick? Like it'd have to be like a one note. To me, it'd be a true one note shtick that you just stick to.
Humpty didn't know because he could rap.
He could rap.
Was good, yeah.
No, it'd have to be like a true.
I think it is.
I'd have to be like a true like one note shtick that like goes all the way.
Then it doesn't exist to you.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, because to me, there would be like, if it were all just like, I'll put it this way: if like Lil Dicky were like not a lyricist, right? And it was just straight comedy, and that was the thing. And it was like the same jokes over and over again, but no like actual lyricism to it. I'd lean on the side of gimmick versus like there's actual quality in terms of the lyricism. And you can tell like, hey, you put thought into what you're doing here.
But you can put thought and be a gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, whoa. But I'm saying like.
So it has to be bad.
No, it has to be genuine. Like it has to be not as genuine. Like that feels to an essence, there's a bit of genuineness to it.
Okay, I see what
you know what I mean? It's like, so like if it's not genuine, then to me that's true.
So Meghan Trainor. is a gimmick.
Hey, calm down. We can't say that online.
Oh, is it a
No, I'm kidding.
backlash?
I'm
type?
kidding.
This-
Nah,
on this show, we can't.
Yeah, this show.
yeah.
No, I'm trying to think of like, you know,
Like I don't know what you like because that's a studio made kind of gimmick.
no,
You can-
no. That's what I'm saying. It's like if it's true blue, like to me, it's,
Milli
if, it,
Vanilli.
if it's
I don't know what you're. I'm trying to find an
no,
artist.
we already landed on. I literally
Ooh.
said like if it doesn't feel genuine.
No, an actual artist
yeah.
or a group. I need an actual artist or
But I
group.
feel like it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Like I don't really.
If you say Milli Vanilli isn't, I don't know.
No.
what to
I mean,
say.
I'm not disagreeing with on that one. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to give you one that I'm
There's
thinking of.
Merriam-Webster in this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like so.
I just feel like everyone, because you are right that all these artists, I think any artist can be genuine. Like I've seen a lot of people that got famous on a gimmick, and then they wrote very sincere tracks. That track 12 or 13 is kind of where I put it most of the time when you buy an album. And like somebody's bringing up Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga could sing, but she still was famous off a gimmick.
Hell, you could say Ariana Grande. Looks wise. I mean, she's had this. Well, depends on what race she wants to be that week. But other than that, she still has a ponytail and shit. Like I don't know what a gimmick technically is.
Mario Judah is definitely famous off his gimmick for sure.
Who's Mario Judah?
He's one of the black emo rappers that fell in and out of my like purview in 2021, I think.
Oh shit.
He got really famous for a little bit, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No,
I
don't-
think it's a way to bring people in to listen to your
Yeah,
more
I don't
sincere
see
tracks.
it as a negative thing.
No, but see, like at the point in which, and to your point, it's a way to bring in people to your music. Fine. At the point in which that whatever uniqueness you choose or gimmick, however you guys want to put it, is like if that's so prevalent, in order for you to cut through music at that point, it shouldn't be claimed as a gimmick. It's like whatever you're just known for.
You realize, I think someone would consider maybe black metal or black country a gimmick.
No, because that is the art form. Like the
See-
fact that it's done by black people. That,
Come on.
So that proves your point.
Yes, thank you.
all right.
no, because it doesn't matter who picks up the instruments, what color you are. It matters the kind of music you're playing.
Someone might try to put that.
I
all
will
in a
say
box,
that,
you know what I mean?
like Flo Rida is probably like a
don't-
gimmick rapper.
yeah. There you go. That's gotta.
Flo Rida-
Pitbull.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's when we're starting.
There we go. Fucking.
Like, okay, if Pitbull, he's like,
He's the
I
ultimate
can't
gimmick.
be mad at Pitbull because I mean,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
he makes his
It's
money.
not- yeah.
Because you're like, I'll need some popcorn, and you're like, okay, how about us? No, I need some real popcorn. All right, where's Flo Rida? Where's Pitbull at?
They would be going on tour at like corporate retreats till they are 85 years old.
Bro, no, see, to me, that's a true blue. They know what they're
They
doing.
sold out long
and that's
ago.
and that's a cycle that they
Yeah.
do, right? And you feed into that. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want their like in the case of black country,
Mm-hmm.
black black classical, like wherever you want to get it, people will consider that a gimmick.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not
I don't
true.
Like that shit. Yeah. And see, that's the thing.
So in the same vein, look, they
when
just rapping
color
about
ain't
whatever.
involved,
Like
gimmicks are fine, but if identity is a gimmick, then that's a problem, and that is something that.
yeah, that's why I'm not trying to disenfranchise.
Yeah.
Like don't get it twisted.
Not our culture, like black people, just
Like in
U.S.
general.
culture, just world culture in general.
Trust me, every white person trying to get in rapping has a hard bar to hit.
we saw you showed one.
No,
to
yeah.
me.
So I showed Tommy.
Is this gonna be a
No.
We can't do it?
Absolutely
not
not.
gonna cover it? Okay, no, I just needed to know.
Because it left me too perplexed. So no, I showed Tommy.
It was
like,
a paradox of a question. It really
I showed
was.
Tommy some. There was a Caucasian woman artist who was a rapper, and it was
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
and it was legitimate. It was legit. Like
Yeah.
she was legitimately rapping.
You could tell she tried.
And I still had to be like
She practiced.
She practiced.
She's been
Like,
doing
it
this
was-
shit since she was
like,
like
I-
maybe 10.
and I just had, and I felt there. I was like, I'm conflicted. And I was like, you know what? I got it when people like, because to me, it never really bugged me with like with the. It bugged me with a lot of different genres,
Right.
And then I was like, I really just haven't ever seen like, and it was after like, so like I'd never seen a outside of Iggy Azalea, who's the only
Only one. I did inventory. Only one.
And I was like, all right, let me do some research.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, cultures and rapping, and
she was
there's very limited like
She did.
kind of
She
pull.
did him no favors.
But no, but
Iggy did him no
Iggy did not do
favors,
anybody
man.
any favors. So like, I found somebody who was legitimate, and I still was like, oh man, that's a hard line you got to cross. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because it's tough. It's tough to break into. But in the same vein, right? When we go into the counterculture aspects.
Okay, real quick. Can I take us back? Because it's one I sort of kind of forgot. I don't know if she would count. You remember Lady Sovereign?
Yeah.
Would she count as a white female rapper? When she had the grill and she really appropriated the fuck like kind of shit. She had the bottom grill.
I don't know enough about her background to say one way or the other because, like, what's the name of the Asian girl? Blah 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 from Queens.
Aquafina.
Aquafina. They say that she bites, but it's like she grew up in New York. Like everything that she does.
The name is a problem, but
I can't put a ruling on that one. However you want to pass judgment on. I was just saying that.
No, no, you're fine. Like anybody can feel how they want. I know it makes me like a little. It's a little.
No, I mean,
I like her though. She, I think she's very talented.
You mean Aquafina?
I think she is talented. That show was really good.
I think she's talented.
Yeah.
But
took me a little bit to get there. But no, I mean, this just goes into like I feel like hopefully that kind of. Thank you, Marcos, because you actually helped my point a little bit.
Chanel West Coast. We're not gonna do that.
Let's not talk about that. But does that whole like comparison to how like does that help a bit more?
No,
because
that clarified it completely.
Because like it's just if you're coming into an art form with genuineness, no matter how you want to choose to go about it,
that's your art.
That's your art. That's what you want to do. Like, and sure, whatever it is, like sure, like you have the rappers who do it a little more clowning, right? But that's what they want to do. And that's fine, because if a black rapper does it, I want to be able to support them without making it be like, haha, he's jokey and clowny, he's a gimmick. That's not cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's just that's what he chooses to do. Like he likes to be funny with his raps, and it still falls in the caliber of rap, whether you want it or not. Because I don't like this. Like I've mentioned before, it's like there's only so much of the same bullshit you can tell me in a song before I sit there and I'm like, I've heard this from 17,000 different artists.
Oh, it bores me.
Like, and it bores me, and I'm like, hey, at this point, I'm looking for either studio production quality or lyricism and talent.
Crazy, if I have to hear that shit again.
What's up?
So that beat better be crazy if I have to listen to the same shit over and over.
And it's
again.
like, hey,
and even after that, you got five, and then I'm done with it.
And it's in a world,
it's disposable music,
and we're in a world where like there's just so much consumption of media that quote unquote having a gimmick, like having your uniqueness, whatever you want, like I consider it just whatever you want to do is like kind of labeling yourself as unique is the only way to cut through some of the fat, because talent alone ain't gonna get you a deal. It really ain't.
Fuck no. Some of the most talented people have no deals because they don't look the part.
They don't look the part. They don't sound the part. They ain't doing something, and
they
it's
can't
like
be marketed.
But it's like, hey, like at that point, you're like, hey, you're also a bit more on like generic too in some cases, right? It's like, hey, you could be the talented person you are, but if you don't have anything that makes you stand out from pack, then you're not gonna get scooped up.
There's been tons of talented people that got sucked into the studio system, became one thing, and that talent went to waste.
Like, I don't think this is not to say she's bad. I've said this before too. Mm-hmm. T Swift ain't like the best singer. She's just a great. She market.
Her shit was I was about to say
marketing.
That marketing though.
Marketing is number one.
Oh my God. And look at little Olivia Rodrigo. Kind of took that same note of I write all my shit, as many women and girls do. Mm-hmm. But she just kind of really put that in the forefront. And there you go. Like, you get a lot of respect when you produce your own shit. Like, because it's just not something people do.
Well, that's what we are seeing a lot of in these countercultural spaces that I was talking before we got super sidetracked by rap. Mm-hmm. It's like it's really interesting to see bands like the Oxymorons and Soul Glow, where it's just kind of like they put their talents and energy towards doing this and the DIY scene. Like they're never going to be on the Billboard music charts. No. But they're still getting fan bases of thousands and thousands of fans. Like, if I wear a Soul Glow music T-shirt walking down 6th Street, I'm gonna have like 40 people stop me.
And they're really gonna like you.
Pretty much.
It's a tight-knit group, and I like that. I didn't know about this until I know you've seen this documentary probably a million times. A band called Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that. I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a lot that has just been kind of lost, and people don't give it the praise that it's supposed to get, and that's why I don't know what's happening. This is a segment that's going to come out, but in one of the interviews that I was doing, somebody says, "What's just like kids are growing up today, and it's like they can be and do anything." Oh, yeah. I kind of kick it back to like what people grew up. When they saw Dope. Do you remember the movie?
Yeah. No, actually, 100%.
Love it because I related very much to that.
That was a movie where I was like, oh my goodness,
It's my story.
Just a black kid. Yeah. No anything else.
Right.
With multicultural friends. That was
Listens
me to a T.
everything.
Just listens to everything. Wants to be a rock star.
I had to turn my shit down. We've talked about this. I had to turn my Hot Fuss CD down.
Yeah.
Because you can't do that. And it was just like, no, like.
Well, now, but now those kids today are being raised by millennial parents or Gen X parents, where it's just kind of like
exposure to everything.
Yeah, so
even
they're just
people of other cultures.
Exactly. So they're just choosing to be into these kind of scenes and stuff, and that's what's making it more. You're seeing a reverberance back in all these things.
Oh yeah,
like it's probably the most popular that it's been in a while, and it's so good to see young blood at these shows.
It just seems like entertainment in general, because I'm gonna talk a little movies in a little bit, but like just in general, no one knows what the fuck to do with it right now. Like, because people in power have no fucking clue how to market, how to sell any form of entertainment, including movies and music and shows.
So I'm at an organization where we take work TJ. We take client feedback very seriously, right? And it's like cool. Like we decide what we work on, what our projects are. Like all that is very much dependent on how our clients are receiving and being receptive to the product. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard to like what I don't get is there's so many production studios that are like, you have mass loads of fans.
Tons.
Who are telling you these things. So will show out if you do it.
Right.
You just have to do it right.
They have failed many a time.
Like, I'll put it this way, right? With like what I don't get is whenever you put a lot of really high quality into something and make it good.
Yeah.
It resonates outside of whatever, like Arcane. Not a show that anybody who's outside of League of Legends would have any interest in normally watching. From like just League of Legends, it's toxic. But there's a lot of fans out there. They literally could have done just the bare minimum. And with the amount of people who are into League of Legends, they'll probably get the viewership.
Right.
They said, no, we're going to do it right. We're going to do it well. And guess what happens? Critically acclaimed, one of the best video game, if not the best video game adaptation. And it's considered just up there with all the marks.
Right.
Look, production studios, I don't get it. You put quality, listen to peoples, they'll show out for your shit.
People will see it. Word of mouth is still a thing. Shout out to your A24. Like, because they get that, but other studios don't. But that's the thing.
A24, man, they should have like a Superman logo.
They really should. You saved movies.
Saving
Fucking
films.
Top Gun Maverick, you saved movies.
I had
Top Gun was all right.
I had someone defend, like someone was like, Top Gun should have won more accolades. I was like,
fuck out of here.
Like, it was in categories with everything, everywhere, all at once. You must be crazy.
Yeah, tell me that movie was better. We knew that movie was the best movie of the year, and that shit came out in January. We were like, oh, well, we know how this year's going. I'll see y'all next year.
The first movie that felt fresh? Whew.
Original? Thought people couldn't come up with original ideas anymore.
Hey, can you compare it to something else?
No. That's always my litmus test.
Something else?
Yeah,
you'd have to go to some sort of metaverse type stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, if you have to dig real deep, because what I've realized with reviews nowadays, it has gone from critiquing a product to comparing it to something in order to get the message across.
Right.
Right. And that's an easy way of like doing some comparative analysis. So I understand. It's like, hey, it's like this or like that, and you're like, oh, I get it. It makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, like, how often do you get movies where you're like, no, I can't compare this to something. I have to.
Got nothing for it.
I have to explain my feelings.
So here's like, you pretty much had like metal, punk, that whole thing.
Yeah.
As a counterculture, which, we have dipped our foot in everything. And someone did say bagpipe. There's a form of bagpipe in Africa. You should have known that.
You just see lightning strike. My black.
So we invented everything.
Like when you lose life points in Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's like, my last name, it's Johnson now.
Watson.
I did want to talk more than just the music scene because, like it was covered in Dope, like you do see movies in it, And then just to kick the ball to TJ's curve a little bit, like anime and video games are also like not like they were seen as very white things in the 90s for sure.
Until San Andreas. San Andreas really. And that might not even be the best light, but the fact that...
So I would say anime's probably made more strides than video games.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, anime, Dragon Ball Z came out, and I feel like that kind of just said, all right, black people, we like this. Culture's like this.
God damn, man.
Classic ones.
We got it. Yeah, anime, that's going to be your field. I'll talk movies last. But, like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's like...
My first introduction to anime was In the Hood back when I was like 18. I went to Houston to visit family. When that happens, you will end up in a trap house at some point. Just cause. It's a crazy city. It's a safe trap house. You're fine. But like you might end up in one, and you might see a bunch of dudes you would not expect watching anime. After the anime was over, played the video game. I was like, this is amazing. This is what y'all do all day?
But that's just because, like, when you think of like anime, right? So I want to say 1990s, right? You have, I think, Yu Yu Hakusho,
right?
Dragon Ball Z. Those were the ones that really resonated with, or at least, my proliferation growing up. Like, those are the ones that resonated with more African Americans. And then maybe when you get like up to...
Well, that was back then.
That was back then.
That was back in my day. So like it's only grown. I have two cousins who I think they're like 25, and they had a conversation with me about Bleach. I don't even watch Bleach. They do.
You should. It's great.
Well, they told me.
Fantastic.
I did think that it was really cool in the new Creed movie when Creed was a baby Creed.
Yeah.
He's what has Naruto posters and Gundams all over his room.
Yeah. What were those in the first two movies?
Let's not talk about it. Continuity errors. But you get nowadays, and you can straight up
Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Pokemon. Like,
Jesus Christ.
No, see, people with Pokemon.
We are conditioned, man. We were conditioned early, and we people our age have kids. And I would shove that shit down my kids' throat all day.
Pokemon was interesting because I feel like Pokemon like tricked people.
It's just quality.
Because it was like, people would be like, shit, this is an anime, huh? And like you only knew after.
I didn't know until years later.
You're like, oh, that was an anime, wasn't it? But now you get to nowadays, and you just have a litany of different options, right? That you can get into, and it's not that weird to be into, anime or whatever you want to watch because. If you're telling someone, hey, I'm watching anime right now, a lot of people going to be like, all right, whatever.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, like there's probably something for you to watch. Spy X Family made it be popcorn for like a bunch of people.
It's amazing.
Yeah, like.
Saw that one. I watch like 2 a year. It's true.
You still haven't done Chainsaw Man.
Oh, that'll be for this year.
Yeah,
I haven't done
That'll
anything.
be it. He'll be done before.
I got one more. It's a long year still.
I thought you watched the new season of Spy Family.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's
I didn't know it was, oh.
So if you saw
You might be done.
Chainsaw Man and
I was about to say you'll be done by June.
I know. Did you have any recommendations?
For this year, let me see how the shows roll out in April because there's a lot of good ones. Check out the Animexcellence to see what we talked about.
That's what I did. See what I
But
did there.
video games are still.
They're catching up. I can name like maybe 8 black video game characters.
Is there more?
No, it's not necessarily that there isn't black video game characters because Final Fantasy's been doing it right for years.
Really?
They actually one of the most iconic characters is from Final Fantasy VII. He's black.
Okay.
He's extra black. He's like Mr. T black because it was the 90s, but he's black. And then in Final Fantasy 13, they have a black person. He counts. That game sucks to some people. I think it's pretty okay.
I forgot about the Wolfenstein deals. It was a million Wolfenstein deals.
I think Dishonored had a black video game character, and then GTA doesn't count because they like black people.
They do,
but even as a culture, and then Forspoken. Let's not talk about you. You're bad. But I think with even video games, within the culture, like
Deathloop, that's one.
Oh my gosh!
Deathloop,
You haven't played Deathloop, have you?
That's how I told you.
I thought it was in the chat. I didn't see.
Oh no.
No. Oh, Deathloop, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Actually, he's one of the characters in recent years who's made me laugh more than anything.
It's great
because he's over his shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so tired.
I guess that's what I mean, like real, genuine characters.
Oh yeah.
Like when is Naughty Dog gonna have a fucking game with a black protagonist?
I think Mafia 3 is it. I'm not sure if it's made by Naughty Dog.
It's not.
But
not Mafia 3. We could do better.
I heard people said Mafia 3 was bad though. Like
It's
really
terrible.
Bad. Yeah.
It's really, really
Fighting games have been good with black characters. Fighting games usually always have black
At
characters.
least one. Can we get more than one? And Jack
No.
Who is your one?
Tekken has a
Jax.
bunch.
Jax?
No, Mortal Kombat doesn't count. 'cause
Mortal Kombat has Jax's daughter.
That's what I was about to say.
Tekken has a good roster of black people. Even DNF Duel has a dark skinned elf in it. Like, we count.
So Dead or Alive is the only one with this because it's no black women.
You
in
know
that
what you
one.
play for Dead or Alive. You shouldn't have brought that up.
It was on sale.
Guess what? You played yourself.
I like that Goliath brought up Def Jam.
Oh, Def Jam Vendetta. That was
A lot of black people.
No, Def Jam's a game you can't even make nowadays. You literally can't make it. But it was so cool.
this is the same thing that happened. We always get in these paradoxes, TJ.
It's the time warp, man.
Like when we mentioned that, wow, they really don't make any black TV shows anymore, and that all happened at once, and none of us noticed.
Does BET,
How did we not notice?
does
BT doesn't count.
No, it
Stop
counts for
it.
nothing.
On mainstream syndication.
Shows way too much programming.
I shouldn't have to go to black entertainment television. Yes, I.
And if you have one,
Okay, yes, I should be able to see black entertainment on that, but I should be able to see it on multiple ways.
now when
man.
you have a name like Black Entertainment Television, you better bring that shit. I want the finest.
Yeah.
of everything we've
Bro,
made.
I'm just laughing because like all white families have been relegated to the Hallmark Channel.
No, I will say, I will say, Abbott Elementary, Abbott Elementary
saying.
is an exception.
I want Abbott Elementary running.
We want that more.
Like Modern Family runs on USA. Like I want that shit in loop on a BET. That's the kind of shit I want. Get Tyler Perry the fuck out of there. I'll say it. God damn it, man. We need quality programming.
Well, on the note of countercultural programming, I mean, we have Atlanta. That's a good example
That's the
of
best example.
Best example.
Yeah. And everything, I mean, I can't wait for Swarm this Friday also. Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, is this when it premieres? Or are you going to sneak into something at South by?
They had something at South by, but no, they already did it. I think they did it sometime last week. But it premieres Friday.
I had no chance of going to that.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, Watchmen in Lovecraft Country.
God damn. Watchmen especially.
Watchmen is the best example
That
of
is
like,
probably, that's better than Atlanta, I feel.
Watchmen was the best
Watchmen.
example of taking this
The
all
television
white.
series, right?
Yeah, they took this
Did
all
you ever
white.
watch it?
Nah.
You would love it.
TJ,
I hated the movie.
No,
just had-
that's good.
That's a perfect.
Good.
Actually,
Fuck the movie.
that is perfect because if you see this, like the movie is not the actual comic is a classic, and
but even fuck the comic compared to this show. Really,
honest to God, yeah, it goes in line. It's a sequel to the comic.
it's a prequel kind of sequel.
It's a prequel sequel, yeah, and kind of
As
everything
long
in
as Dr.
between.
Manhattan's not in it, I'm good.
Oh, he's in it.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no. Oh, you would love him.
Okay.
You would love him.
You would definitely love
You would
Dr.
absolutely love him. Yes, he is in it, and it's what like you said.
This,
them taking
this is the best example of the counterculture or counterculture. This is a traditionally white comic with a whole bunch of white superheroes.
you never see the black element to it. And like it's an importance. It's on like the top 100 greatest novels list. So it's if you never read the comic, you should, and then watch this fucking show, and then you'll be like, huh, it was not many black people even mentioned.
There was
that.
just the only black person in the original comic was the
No one
dude
knew it was
selling
black.
magazines.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, in the original. And then you find out a superhero was actually black and you didn't know it the entire time. And his story is fucked, but it's very good. And, like, it just dives right into it. I don't know how they got it made, to be honest. It's only one season and it was gone and it won every fucking award it could win. And
They
we got
wanted
nothing.
it to come back, but they were like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know how you could top that season.
No, it has the perfect ending.
It's a perfect ending. It's just, leave this as it is. And just
Damn,
have
y'all are really
the
selling this
perfect season.
Watchmen series.
Oh, it's how I learned about Black Wall Street was Watchmen.
That's what Joshman Forever just said.
That's how, and it's one of the, like I've mentioned before, it's one of the most embarrassing things in my life is the fact that I didn't know this was a thing. And then it's the opening of the first episode.
No, I've watched
Watch
Watchmen.
the first 10 minutes.
I've
and
watched
you're in it.
Watchmen the movie. I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, no,
I have partaken in some of the
Zack Snyder
comic.
directed it, but watch. She has nothing to do with this. So yeah, no, watch the first 10 to 15 minutes. You're done. I don't even have to tell you anymore. You'll be stuck watching it. I guarantee you.
Well, I'd even say, how do I describe it? Like, if we're talking about television shows, I don't know if it falls into counterculture. I think it falls.
It does because
No, not Watchmen. I was
I
thinking
mean
of another
just
show. Yeah.
TV in general
Yeah.
because we're doing things.
Oh no, TV counts.
Yeah, no one expected us to do
Yeah,
things
'cause
outside of the general.
You
things
guys
that-
were like relegated to like you get one show, like
One type of show.
Yeah, you get Sanford and Son for 20 years.
So,
and-
okay.
And after that, we get Martin.
Where does
You know,
where
like-
does something like The Boondocks fall in that line?
I think that's counter. It's
I think
anime,
it's
basically.
counterculture, because it's anime, and it clowns on a lot. Like it is still if you haven't watched
it
The Boondocks
falls
recently,
right in there.
it is still relevant.
Yeah, I
It's
think that's a
wild.
perfect example of it too.
Where they just make fun of the culture backwards and forwards, and then say some poignant thing that you're like, wow, that leaves me thinking.
Yeah. Lovecraft Country also. Like the fact, I mean, it's a science fiction show. When did we ever have a science fiction show that you...
Actually, the first show to
serious
ever have a black lead protagonist was a black sci-fi thing.
What was it?
The Walking Dead. No, not The Walking Dead. Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. That one changed the game and then no one...
No one did it. No one picked it up for a while. That's what I said.
Until movies were filmed in color. It's crazy.
I would say, I mean, outside of blaxploitation movies, it goes from that to like Candyman. Like,
Oh,
really,
I got an obscure one. Keep talking, because I own this movie and I completely forgot the name of it. It's long. But I loved it because...
I'm trying to fact check what True Instinct said.
what did he say?
He said Aaron Rodgers officially got traded. Sorry to interrupt this.
That's all right.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say keep that out of the black show, but I
So-
definitely just searched it on myself.
So, no, you brought up, like, Night of the Living Dead. That's one, and it's a forgotten one also, starring Harry Belafonte, who, like, very interesting man. Like, if you don't know about him, you should.
No, well, so time out, Serenity. You acting like you ain't coming to the Blaxcellence shows where we talk about '90s classics. No, come on now.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah, we talk
can't
about
name them all.
We literally
We
had,
had to have a part two. We still haven't done that.
Yeah, we haven't done it. 'cause
Yeah,
we couldn't
it's a
wait.
lot, man.
No.
But Serenity, you got to understand, that's like 20 years
And we had a
between that
network.
and Sanford and Son. Like,
Oh, no, it was a gap. Then you had Good Times and all that.
I guess you had the Bill Cosby show.
Oh,
but
no,
I-
it was a bunch in the 70s, and it was a gap in the 80s and 90s. We had a resurgence. We need another 90s type resurgence. Well, I think we kind of are going through it. But, like, it was another movie called The World, the Flesh, the Devil, which is a science fiction movie in 1959, which has one black star. It's three actors, one white woman, one white man, and Harry Belafonte. And they are the only three people left on Earth, essentially. And it's science fiction, but for back then, like, it's no giant monsters, it's no, nuclear radiation type shit. It's literally just kind of a character study almost with three fucking people on complete different sides. But, like, it's an amazing movie. No one knows about it. But I highly recommend it. If that's Tommy's obscure little recommendation.
Where can you watch it, Tom?
I had to buy it,
Gotcha.
but it was $6.99, so you can do it.
go to Amazon.com.
There you go.
$6.99 be expensive. But going into counterculture, right? Like where we're giving a little bit more spotlight to Abbott Elementary. I mean, I think that's a great example of like
Perfect example.
like where you're seeing it. Look, it's straight up
The Office.
mockumentary. Yeah, it's mockumentary style.
Yeah.
Right. So, but do they deliver jokes that are relevant to African Americans
Consistently,
Yes.
yeah.
Do they deliver? But is that the only shtick
No.
and or defining factor to the show? No, anybody can watch that and be like, "That's my buddy." He was watching it and it was like, "I'm a teacher. I can't watch." He's like, "I can't watch it because
My
it
girl
feels too close
is
to
a
home."
former teacher. Yeah, she can't watch it for that reason too. Yeah.
He's like,
It's like watching The Bear and you work in a restaurant.
literally, he's
Yeah,
like,
for them.
he was just like, yeah, like. Some of that stuff hits too close to home for
Yeah.
me because he's like, yeah, like that's what you have to do.
Yeah, you gotta use your own money sometimes. Goddamn government.
It's true.
Like, what the fuck, man?
But we've been but it's honestly those areas of because it's almost like we hit that point where growing up, you interacted with it, I've interacted with it.
Yeah.
And in your own way, Marcos, you've interacted with it, just not in the same vein I'm gonna say it. Like, or it's like, hey, like if you were not watching this generic things, you were not black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were not like if you didn't follow into like this cookie cutter mold, like that was it.
Right.
But that's because, society had pigeonholed African Americans.
We talked about it specifically in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, that was a
In the
weird conditioning ass era. But, like, it really did. It was like, you had to be hard, man.
You have to be all these sorts of
Yeah,
things.
you had to be all. It kind of built what you expected to be as a black man, I guess. Like,
But it's funny because all this hard notion. I'm like in the '90s we were dressing in all different sorts of colors and
no, that was the
backwards and
'80s. That's the
backwards and forwards
crazy
too.
shit, TJ. That's the nuts part. We had Prince in the '80s.
Mm-hmm.
That was mid to late, and he was the man.
Yeah.
Like, everyone envied Prince. Apollonia helped that.
There's just so many examples of like
but
we
you
have
went from
this black
to Pac, kind of. How do we get from that to that? And that being kind of like it was okay to do. My pops had Jerry curls on top of Jerry curls, luxurious. TJ spritz, like all that shit.
My dad didn't have hair. So
Did he try the Jerry curl and it went bad? Or?
nah, he just didn't have hair.
Okay.
Just like I'm fortunate enough.
He
to
had a
have
lot of
what I have.
turtlenecks though, didn't he? Back in the day.
He did have.
Told you, I know the Ball brothers
He
love the
looked
turtlenecks,
90s.
man.
He looked.
Yeah.
Like if you saw him, you'd be like, "That's a '90s looking."
Oh
man.
yeah, Montel Williams, the host. Yeah. He helped a lot of bald black men.
Hey, you
out.
gotta look. But '90s made bald black sexy.
It did.
Now we can be comfortable in our skin. I'm not bald, but one day.
Yeah, I'm pretty much damn near there.
Now we get, like
I'm
I've
at the point where I'm
I had to
cutting
do
this shit
I
off.
had to do a pre-run.
Yeah, nice.
Shut up, Marcos. You and your follicle privilege need to get out of here.
Fucking Sean Hunter hair.
I feel like having a lot of hair has to suck too, though.
I
When it's
wanted.
hot.
I had going into Mexican culture. I had a fade growing. That's all my parents would let me have. And then when I was 14, I didn't know how to grow up my hair. Like I didn't know you were supposed to shave the sides, so I just didn't cut it, and I had a big puffy afro. So now I learned how to grow my hair right, but in between, I was also in the army where I couldn't have long hair. So it's just a matter of like I want to have it till I got it and see what happens
We'll
as
be
I go.
gone. At
Yeah,
some
one day.
point.
Or-
Maybe not actually.
I mean, at that point, I'm almost about 35, so it's like, yes, I'm gonna get that Dos Equis man vibe. That's what I'm hoping
And,
for.
The Grays will come in here pretty soon.
Oh, they're already there.
Yeah.
And not to derail it too much. Was it True Instinct, right? True Instinctor. But yeah, we probably will. I don't know when. We're gonna wait till everything calms down.
I think next
but,
week.
What is it?
week after.
What are we doing?
Oh, he wants to. They want us to do an NFL thing. Now the Aaron Rodgers news dropped. Should be happening real soon, but I think TJ has scheduling issues, so we'll figure that out.
He's going to Barbados.
No, I don't have scheduling issues. I just want to let the news cook a little bit.
Okay. I mean,
We can really.
I don't know. Did you want to wait till next month? No.
We'll
Draft?
see.
We could do two.
I mean, with
actually.
all the crazy
I was about to say, we
trades
could
that have already happened,
we could
yeah.
do two.
'Cause we could
draft
also
be
do an
easy because we
NBA
ain't watching that shit as it goes. It's a recap.
No. And then we can do the NBA stuff too.
Yeah, let's throw it in there. Why
Sure.
not? Yeah.
Sure, let's sneak it in because Boss Man gets mad anytime we say sports.
Yeah, he ain't around.
But back to the topic at hand. It's quite interesting.
I'm sorry, Goliath. Your pops looked exactly like Tupac, nose ring and all. The man had a nose ring. Went to Juilliard. People forget these things. Just because you have Thug Life tattooed on your stomach, like get to know someone.
How do I describe it? It's interesting because
That's why I think it's ironic that he kind of became like every motherfucker I know wanted to be Pac back then. It was just like he was the definition of hard. Like, yeah, this is what you got to be like. Just be a little sensitive with the ladies, yada yada. But when it comes to and that just became the standard.
But I mean, people aren't as focused on being hard these days.
No,
so
nor
it's-
should they be.
I'm not saying they should, but it's still one of those things where it's like people are just like, I dress up like whatever this is, like whether
that's fine.
yeah, and this is what I want to be. And just wanted to give quite a quick shout out to like the only black dude I saw in sci-fi for a long time, Christopher Judge. He's the voice of Kratos.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
Farscape, like for a long
he
time,
has such a defined chin. So like it's like keep talking.
Yeah, that's true.
that like I never went to a con in the 90s. My parents would have probably like flipped out over me going to that as opposed to all the other bad shit that I did. But every time I saw a San Diego Comic-Con pen in the 98, 99, it was like nothing but a sea of white people. Yeah. So this dude was carrying the scene for the longest time.
Stargate.
Stargate, exactly.
Giga
Is
Chad
the most
face.
defined. You know what I remember him from? TJ, House Party 2.
I hate you, Tommy.
That's why I knew. That's why.
No, I said because you're right. I was like, I hate you because you're right.
He was an asshole.
Don't ever lose your references.
I got too many of them.
Yeah, like just you come to the Blaxcellence and it's like a deep bag of.
I know a lot of black facts.
Black facts.
Black facts. Oh, we gotta make that a thing.
Yeah.
Can you get on that? Yeah. Can we do it like have like a Batman wham type of situation? Black facts.
Hey, boss.
You want to know a black fact, Tommy? Did you know that black GI?
Hey, TJ, did you know Granville T. Woods invented the roller coaster? Black facts.
Hey, TJ, I wanted to ask for a favor. It's from the chat. I did because I can't ask Sam for permission. He's gone. Can we see I'm a Virgo, the trailer? Because they're bringing it up.
Oh, there multiple people brought that up. What is this?
So I only know. I know the guy. So he did. Thank you. Sorry to bother you. He did that movie.
Oh, Riley.
So I like sorry not to bother you, right? So,
Yeah, I think it's Boots Riley.
Boots Riley.
But man,
I love his shit.
yeah, when it gets weird.
You know,
when it hits its plethora of weird, it's fucking weird.
It's super.
It is. You don't expect it. It's
So-
that fucking weird.
So I've seen him at Warped.
Really?
He's a musician.
I thought. Well, I mean, a name like Boots Riley, he better be.
I don't remember his. That's not his stage name that he used when he was a
Really?
rapper.
Yes, too.
Yeah, like he had a song that was Judas the Pimp that was about a pimp that raped his mom and then he shot the pimp. It was a really good song, but yeah. He said it
so
too.
it's like everything, everywhere, all at once for black people. We
Let's
need
see
that.
it. Time out.
That's
You
the
see
kind
that?
of shit I'm talking
You see
about.
that right there? Prime.
They're doing some shit
I'm
with
gonna let y'all
Swarm
know
and
right
now
now.
this. Like, I'm
Prime
liking
is
this.
slept on.
Big time. Have you seen
Yeah.
them?
I've seen them.
What'd you think?
I thought it was good.
Okay, I thought it was.
So Blaskowitz had my back. I saw him as part of the rap band, The Coop. I thought The Coop was one guy.
Yeah, and shout out to that actor, by the way. He's in Moonlight, and he's in When They See Us, and he does not get a lot of credit, and he should. Like, he's damn good. I saw Moonlight again the other night. That's one of my favorite movies. I fucking love that movie.
Well, you really do.
It's beautiful. One of the most beautifully directed movies I've ever seen.
Damn, I feel so bad for it because it just came out in a year where I loved another movie. Way
La
too
La
much.
Land, are you one of those?
I am.
La La Land's second. It's a very close second.
Let me tell you right now.
Sam's about to burst through and be
Yeah, I
like,
know.
"He's talking shit on a musical."
Like Big Bird. Oh, he loves
Hey,
that
it's for
movie
your
too much.
ass because you talk about musical. Look. Now, La La Land had me feel things. All right,
Right.
I came out singing. I was like, "It's showtime!" And like I was doing random shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was tapping. But I love Moonlight too. It was really good.
Yeah.
But time out. That trailer's dope. Really,
love it.
like that trailer's
I love it
awesome.
very much so.
I had no idea about that.
I don't know if you ever seen a movie. Chance the Rapper made a movie not too long ago. Splice. No, not Splice.
I'm like-
Slice. It's Slice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Slice. It's kind of a Boots Riley-ish type movie too, where it ends in the weirdest way. Where
Does Boots Riley have a type? Isn't this only his second movie? Am I wrong about that?
I think we knew his type from the first movie. I mean, you look at this one, it kind of solidifies. Like, oh yeah, he's out there. I love that shit.
Just real.
That's what my BET would consist of. That should be a show for us. What would your BET consist of? It is for
Black
sale
and
right
weird, black and just anything.
Unique, yeah.
What was it? Oh my gosh. Shit, Tommy, you know this movie.
I have a great idea for a scene countdown.
Hold
yeah.
up.
There you go. Give me a clue.
You know this movie.
I'm good with clues.
Oh, you don't need a. You don't need a clue. Like,
No hate on the movie. It's basically if Clifford was a young black guy. I think it's more than that.
Goliath
because-
just simplified the fuck out of it.
Well, the thing is, like, if you saw Sorry to Bother You, you think it's about a dude that works
So
at...
happens to have a white voice and works at a call center.
There we go.
Yeah, like, that's not what the movie is about.
No, not even remotely close to
Yeah.
what the movie is about. Literally, you can have someone who's never seen this movie. Guess what happens at the end? I will give you $1 million. They will fail.
Not weird, but movies that I would really love to see more of, and one that does definitely fall into counterculture, Uncorked.
Oh yeah,
And that
Yes, it does.
so good. I feel
That
like
was
it's
really underrated, man.
super underrated.
My God.
Like
Made a
it has like an
several-
IMDb of like 6.4, but Rotten Tomatoes a 92. Like
and it deserves it. Like it's like I loved just watching that movie and just like we never see.
It made a
us
couple of
doing
my
things
friends
like
top
that.
5 that year.
because
It should. Yeah, it was really good.
It was just cool to see the experience of a black man wanting to be like their family wasn't struggling. They weren't loaded.
No.
They still had to make careful like financial decisions like any other family.
Yeah.
But he was like, I want to go be a sommelier. Like I have a knack for it. I want to follow all the difficulties that come with it.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to leave the family business, but
Like, and he's like, yeah, I don't really want to take over this family business.
yeah.
Which, you know, I get it.
Yeah.
Dad was waking up early, made it seem hard. I was like,
When that Courtney B. Vance that was his dad, God, he doesn't get enough shit.
yeah, he's right here.
Fuck.
Like, I'm talking about that's we had how do you Mamadou Atif.
He's really good too.
He's really good. Like,
It
was
seems
really
like he
good.
only does movies that are away from the stereotype, you know? Kind of like old boy from A Good Place.
Ramin Hibachi dropped your favorite words together.
Because it's a real thing, black surrealism. Like it's my favorite.
I never
kind of
heard about
subgenre.
it before you were like, this is what Atlanta is. It's
Yeah.
black surrealism.
If you ever wondered, because I would like it was a question I needed answered. I was like, this is something. What the fuck is this? And yeah, black surrealism is it.
No.
And then you're seeing just a lot of things like Boots Riley shit is black surrealism. Sorry to bother you, it's definitely black surrealism.
I really thought they weren't going to give that guy a second movie, so I'm glad he did.
Me too. I was wondering. I was like, wow, because I would check IMDb every now and again. Like, I
But
wonder if he has
don't
anything.
lie. That like it went from weird.
It was 0 to 60.
Like,
you
like
know-
it was not a careful
No,
progression.
actually, take that back. It was like 50 to 90
yeah, like
Yeah.
it was not a
because it starts on second base.
okay, look, everything all at once. It takes its time easing you
It's
into the
intricate.
buffoonery.
Yeah.
You don't see that raccoon until a little bit in there, which is hilarious.
Right.
Sorry about look. You'd be like, okay, and you accept that it's weird. And you're like, okay, and then the end just says, yeah, fuck it. It's like that's a lot.
It is a lot.
Does it get a little bit easier for you to intake? Like, because I knew him as the Coop, which apparently is a group with more than him. And when he was making music, he was like, I'm a black communist. Like, does that make the movie make more sense to you? Not at all?
No.
No.
I mean,
It's about,
it's about what I expected. Like,
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I see where you see it.
Like, throw in the fact that, like, one of the communist favorite books is Animal Farm. And it's like, oh, we literally turned into horses that work to death.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's
I
what
get
was.
it.
I need
Yeah.
to give a shout out to not only a band, but also the lead singer's an actor who's in a lot of stuff that I like. And it's TV on the Radio, which is still one of my all-time favorite bands because they're amazing. Great guitar. Yeah, fantastic guitars. And the lead singer actually, what the fuck movie was that? Jump Tomorrow.
Jump Tomorrow?
Yeah, if you've never seen, it's great. And he also popped up like Rachel getting married and shit. Good quality actor, but that was the first like black rock band where I was like, oh, so this is all you do. Like this isn't like a gimmick track or song. Like this is what you do, and you're fucking amazing at it. And I fucking love them. I love every song. Wolf Like Me that's one of my hype songs.
Well, I mean, I can always make you a
I know
black
you know
rock
like a
boy.
whole Please do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love it.
But one thing that like, so some people won't even tell you like, or I mean, going into one particular very niche area, but not niche, but it was one that like, even on our little pre-show advertisement, Sammy had even mentioned it, right? Skateboarding and
Yep.
and dude, so Marcus didn't know because I don't mention it that often, but I was like, yeah, I am a fan of ska because.
Yeah.
Fucking love Tony Hawk games. Tony Hawk games fill the shit up with
first
their
one.
album.
What was his name?
Which one?
Tony Hawk?
No, the only black skateboarder on the original.
That's
Tony
probably what
Hawk.
he was about to bring.
Oh, I know. I killed his lead, and I apologize. I'm hyped because I wanted.
No, I meant it in general where I'm
Yeah.
like, and here we go. I'll put up the Tony.
I've just been watching a Let's Play of Tony Hawk. I'll always watch a Let's Play to go to sleep. I don't know why. And I've been watching somebody play Tony Hawk, I think 2 or 3. And it's just like all those
The
names are
original?
flooding back in my head. So it's like Chad Muska,
Yeah.
and names like that. I'm like, dude, that's not.
Fuck, I remember. Yep, Kareem Campbell. I was like,
Let me
we
pull
got
it
one on
up.
here.
I was pulling it up.
He was the only. Well,
Yeah,
Chad's
you
gonna
cut-
beat you every time.
Oh, you did a me. Like you hit him off with the curve.
I am so sorry, TJ.
Right there, Kareem
He
Campbell.
excited me.
But skating was its own unique kind of area because, like when you pick up a Tony Hawk game, like a lot of people loved them, but that was my introduction to a bunch of different genres of music that I was like, I fucking love this. What is these genres called?
Talking
What are these
Anthrax
different
and Public Enemy. Yeah, that was.
And to me, it's still one of the strongest representations of like a video game soundtrack you can get. That's not a GTA game,
Right.
where they just have everything in their like fucking the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
But the thing with like that made Tony Hawk even more into like because GTA, yeah, the music's there. It's kind of the background.
That's what it is.
Tony Hawk, like that's how you're getting in the groove. That's how
You're
you're
finding songs
like
there.
you're finding songs. Shoot, you might even
GTA has the
replay a
hits,
couple.
yeah.
Like you have a couple hits on there, and it's pretty cool how even there. Like, yeah, you'd want to play as the black skater whenever you'd get in there because you'd be like, hey, there is somebody who's out there who's breaking, like, who's out here breaking some of the mold. And to where his signature, like, literally, it said his signature trick is the ghetto bird. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
and it's just interesting because there's like little sprinkles of our representation in sort of these little niche areas that are just as important and just as iconic and like, it's crazy to even think like, hey, hey, shout out to Tony Hawk because like he was in the first game, second game, third game, fourth game.
That was my first. I didn't like. Is a black skateboarder
Yeah, like there's a black skateboarder. I didn't even know that was a thing.
that opens doors. This is like, well, fuck.
Nia Houston is one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Najee Houston.
No, I always like when people break the mold. Like whenever I see a black or Mexican hockey player, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
It takes me completely off guard. You know what we need more of, and we don't have, ironically, black baseball players. Dying breed.
That goes into a conversation that I had with my friend Nicole about like what are Dominicans, and that
Our next hybrid episode.
What are Dominican? Well, I've told you before. Anytime I'm Mossy Meadows, I'm Dominican. It counts.
but it's just always like if you say someone's Jamaican, obviously they're black, but if you say someone's Dominican, it's like it gets questionable.
It's not on us, I feel.
I don't know.
This is a whole episode.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got it's a whole episode.
the star of I'm a Virgo is Dominican. Damn.
He is. Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that.
He's
But
Afro-Latino. Yeah.
But I even want to say that, like, going into something somebody brought in the chat, actually bringing us to a circle back into music.
Yeah.
One of the artists, and he's considered one of my literally one of my favorite artists of all time. I love I love a lot of his music, all that kind of stuff. It's actually Lupe, who
Oh, yeah.
directly
They mentioned him in the chat.
Yeah.
like that's what I was saying. Like it was
Like,
great.
he disappeared.
See, that's why I don't know where the line is. Like when Goliath brings up Sean Paul, and I'm like, I don't think he can.
Goliath put question marks behind it, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
In Sean Paul's defense, I don't think anybody knows.
I don't know. I don't know
think
if he
he
knows. Yeah, right.
No, but Lupe, whenever you listen to Lupe's music, he was always someone who wasn't falling into the
No.
Kick Push.
Kick Push
was a
was
song. I love if you haven't heard one of these it's on his album American Terrorist. I know why it wasn't played on actual mainstream waves because it's criticizing a lot of different areas of America because it's called American its own terrorist.
Yeah.
But he was talking and singing through, and I think this is what helped formulate why I don't always resonate with, don't get it twisted. If there is times for me to be ratchet and I want to listen to things that get me into a true buffoonery,
Listen to your shit.
I'm going to listen to my shit.
Don't ever let anyone make you feel
But,
wrong for listening to your shit.
but, why I don't always resonate with a lot of, nowadays, mum rap, a lot of shit that's talking about, the generic rap things that people would say they're talking about a lot of the times because I'm listening to Lupe and I'm like, my tastes have always been about the lyricism, right? It's always been about these really cool different concepts and he was part of he even had a rock band that was Japanese cartoon. Like it's cool that he was able to just do what he was doing. And you think about just in the music space, that's a pretty cool example of, hey, he was considered like, but in full circle, he was gonna Lupe was always considered serious as an artist, but he never fit into just the generic mold of what rap was talking about.
You don't know what to do with that after a while, and you come out with a hit, and then if you have no more hits, and that's what you still want to do, is not be a gimmick, then they get rid of you like they did Lupe, and it's
apparently
that's what happens.
I mean,
funnily enough, he had an album last year, Tommy.
That's what I'm saying. Did you know?
No,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
I mean, it's not even to talk bad about Lupe, because Lupe probably falls in the place where he's playing around the venues that I go to. Like Nas played emos.
He did.
Yeah, like at a certain point, it's just like
I feel like it's a choice. Like either you kind of fully sell out, or you just like if you want to like you made money
selling out, or is
I don't see that's a whole redefinition. I feel because
if I listen to or not listen, but if I think of a lot of the artists that were big 10 years ago, did Rihanna or Kanye sell out, or they just find another way to make money that's less hard than touring all the time?
They were smart about them. Well, one of them was. The other lost $2 billion in a day because he's a dumb fuck. But no, that's smart. Hell, Ryan Reynolds had a fucking mobile company just sold for $1 billion. You could do that, but I don't think that's selling out because to me that's winning.
I just think it comes down to
that's the alternative. I think it's 3 alternatives. It's you don't sell out and you stick to your guns, you dig in and you play, dive bars, but at least you're playing the shit you want to play.
I wouldn't call him as a dive bar. It's not playing hole in the wall.
Nas. I wasn't talking about Nas. You've seen big acts now that play shit they shouldn't be playing. You could do that. You could be fucking smart from go and be like Rihanna and say, oh yeah, big people don't have like a lingerie or underwear brand. Let me do that and make billions of dollars. Or you could be Pitbull and fully sell out and play corporate retreats for a cool $500K.
Well,
I don't get mad at any of those routes.
He did.
You can't.
He did.
I don't think you can.
No, I cannot.
I really don't think you can. Yeah.
And the worst part is, when I hear Pitbull song, I'm not mad at it. I'm like,
that Pitbull for a little bit.
I know at a pool party, who do I want there? I want Pitbull.
Saying Dolly. You pay him to say Dolly 5 times.
And then we're going to be spraying alcohol and passing
$500,000. You say Dolly 5 times.
Part of Pitbull's business model was not he wasn't making music in the sense that he was touring.
Yeah.
Or even those corporate retreats were part of it. But he was a YouTube star, basically. He'd make a music video.
Really?
Make money off the music videos, because all his music videos have millions of views.
Right.
And then part of his business plan was also he owns a shitload of private schools.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if you send your kid to a private school in Florida, there's a 50% chance.
Owns it?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but is he doing the kids right? I mean,
I don't know. I know he is conservative. He's Cuban, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly. He plays politics like The Rock. Like, how do you feel about abortion? I think people should come together, and then walks out of it.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, Pitbull started touring last year or 2022, and he did the Can't Stop Us tour with Iggy Azalea and Sean Paul.
How many cities did that hit, though?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
HEB Center.
Yeah, I mean, he's making money. He's
making money.
No, I always
I'm
respect.
saying that tour probably had 8 stops. It's part of it, but that's not where he's making.
But see, what was
more
it?
Promotion. It's
but the problem is, and here's kind of not to slight our community. Oftentimes, it is under the precipice of selling out or doing something disingenuous or deterring you from building your own brand because for some reason African...
I say sacrificing your integrity, but who knows your integrity but you?
And it's a matter of providing generational wealth because there are so many people who did not hear... Look, Jay-Z tried to put you on game. Story of Origin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You've heard the song?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. If you ever listened to the song, Jay-Z tried to put you on game. Try to put all
the last good thing Jay-Z did. Well,
Jay-Z tried to put everybody on game. 2017.
Yeah.
Try to say, hey, this is what you got to do. talked about generational wealth, talked about all these things incorporated into a rap song. If you really listen to that, really listen to the lyricism there, it's oftentimes where it's like, hey, you know, entrepreneurial spirit and you know, like turning yourself into your own brand is totally fine. And like, that's how you build it. Like, it's not about spending money on bullshit. That does not do anything for you. If you want to spend your money on bullshit, that's fine.
Right.
Like, let me phrase that. Spending your money on things you want is not spending it on bullshit. Spending your money on things you want.
Wasting
without,
it.
Yeah, like without any sort of...
Not being smart about it.
Yeah, without having any sort of built-in plan to keep on generating wealth and make sure that you're always wealthy. That's
Spending
dumb.
frivolously, is not smart.
So, but in the same vein, right? Like, why is it such a deterring factor to be like, yeah, like, you know, you hear it, right? I mean, you hear it in our community all the time. It's like, why are you selling them out? It's like, because he made money to further whatever he wants to do.
You mad because he's not here? Right.
And it's a matter of like, is it selling out to something evil? If it's not evil, then you Gucci.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, you're selling out to some organization that's trying to knock
really
down a bunch of
selling
shit.
out your own art, which again that's your own integrity. And if it's your art, it's yours to sell.
I mean, I think it just really comes down to like being honest with yourself, which is really hard to do. And I can't say it because I mean this is kind of our art kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a musician that has to write 13 songs every 2 or 3 years, sometimes longer than that, depending on who your favorite artist is. But it's like at some point there is a lot of bands that have just like who is it, like Henry Rollins of Black Flag was like, well, I was done after 3 albums. I had nothing left to say. I had no more lyrics in me to write, so it was just kind of like makes sense that he pivoted towards doing
acting and
acting.
That's when I first saw him.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that guy was in a band?
For a long time.
The tattoos make sense now. Okay.
But that's why it's like, if you look at, I don't know, I'm not trying to downplay anyone by saying that it's a bad thing to sell out. But it's like, if you look at a lot of the artists that were really big 10 years ago, you have Rihanna, who is worth $1 billion. And I know it's not exactly her fault, but Kesha is also playing like small venues and stuff because she still wants to make music. And then, like I said,
come to find out, she was more talented than I thought she was.
She's super talented and has a lot to say. She
does.
enjoys making music, but
She just got screwed over, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of it. But
It
it's
is
still
part, but she sold out too.
Did she sell out?
She did. Because like that whole thing she was doing wasn't her idea.
No, that was her idea.
It was her. It started off as her idea. She didn't want that to just be her. And they were like, oh, no, it's money here. And then they ran that shit into the ground. And,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the middle ground? Katy Perry probably did a little bit of both.
Katy Perry, yeah. Someone who
We love
accepted
Katy
her
Perry.
fate. Yeah. But you could tell she still has some hand in it of what she does, but she totally sold out, but has kind of power over it, if that makes any sense.
I don't think, bringing it back up, does T Swift count? I don't think T Swift counts as selling out. T Swift counts as driving the car.
She does.
Yeah.
No, T Swift was
She's
in
selling
country.
you.
And then she was like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I need to make real money. And she did that pop shit and she completely cut. Like, what makes me the most? Okay, I'm with this whole thing. Let me do that. And she just
Thanks, Hex Texan, for coming through. 10 months.
Let me tell you
love
something.
to see it.
I don't think Taylor Swift works as hard now as she did back then.
Hell
Put it
no.
that way. Yeah.
Bro, she could literally be like,
She
Army,
go on the
attack.
toilet and make a song and record it, boom, hit. And it's just...
I think she just picks letters for the day. She's like,
absolutely.
I want to have a
talent.
song that has a Z in it. Let's do it.
Songwriting's just her thing. It's her knack. And so she could do it easily, but doesn't mean she's doing her best shit. It just means she could do it easily.
I will say I was surprised to figure out she had like 3 times the amount of albums I thought she had.
Yeah, she could just record shit. Like, we talked about Pac. Like, that was his strength, was writing songs. The man had like 8 albums after he died. It was ridiculous.
I
like,
do think it's funny that Pac...
It was more albums after he died than when he was alive.
See, that's the whole thing that people don't really get, right?
It was a story of him going to the bathroom and coming out with 2 songs. Written.
It's impressive because I think that if out of the echelon of skills you want,
Yeah.
really you can train yourself to play an instrument and train yourself. You can get a vocal coach to sing good enough, and the studio can do the rest of the work.
Oh, yeah,
If
technology,
you can write
baby.
songs, that saves the because a lot of artists have to go through multiple.
It's not
people.
easy writing
It
a
is-
song.
It is hard.
It's very hard. It seems, I just have to write a page, essentially. No, that shit is difficult to do.
Because you're thinking about, like, especially if you're someone who takes using Eminem as an example, like there are so many stacked like verbal verbal strategies that he puts in a lot of his lyricism that you're like, nah,
I'm done. Yeah.
And you'll sit there and you'll be like, why? Sometimes you'll ask yourself, why is a song good?
Yeah.
And that goes into the structure of the songwriting itself.
Almost cerebral. Yeah. It's just
even if you just like the beat, there's often times where those lyrics are put in places to either elevate the beat itself. So really, it's like the lyrics are not the important part, but they're there in a catered way to make sure that the beat stands out.
Hence why we have to the window. You know what I mean? You don't know any other part of that song, but the hook or certain parts of certain songs. And yeah, you're right. That's what it's designed to do. That
where it's like,
Probably
I don't like
40 seconds of that song.
Yeah, like the song I don't like with
Waste
Kanye,
no time.
Big Sean, Chief Keef, Chief Keef, all of them on there.
Oh yeah,
like that really long song. None of them are rapping in similar veins.
no,
But the beat is the real part that gets
because it conforms to all of them.
And it's really hard hitting, and you're like, cool. You're seeing that really what they're doing in the catalyst of here is using the lyrics and artist to elevate the really ridiculously hard hitting beat. So it's very interesting.
If you turn beats off of a lot of songs and just listen, you're like, this is terrible.
Oh, one of my favorite things is people turning the auto tune off a lot of songs.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And you're like, wow,
Gee.
really? Only T-Pain did do it well, huh?
Yeah,
Because he can sing.
he can sing very well.
But when it comes to this kind of mold, right? I think counterculture and just reclaiming a culture is one way. Or the one way of putting it. Counterculture in general, is a matter of because the only reason it's not necessarily reclaiming. No, or let me phrase it. It is reclaiming. But why I don't always phrase it as that for every instance is because there are still aspects of our own culture that we shied away from. I don't think it was a matter of I don't think it was a matter of society putting it on us. I think it was us putting it on us sometime.
What do you mean? Give me an example here.
Well, no, I mean, just think about it in this way. Where in our own cultures, we were downtrodden for, I talked about it earlier, like video games and anime weren't cool for a while.
Right.
But that was more so like, shoot, you still have people today who'd be like, why do you waste time playing video games? Like, and that would fall more so in our.
They're 70.
No, these are people who are you and me's age.
Yeah, you can grow up. There's people our age that definitely when we were in high school. Can you think of anybody that watched like anime, was into rock music, and like on
Not
regular,
all of those things.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, no.
and then like you can meet people like the average 18-year-old has unlimited free reign to do whatever he wants right now.
Watch whatever you want. Yeah, learn whatever they want.
Because
Jesus Christ.
Because even my family.
When you put it that way, fuck.
Because I would never check my family, but like there was one time one of my relatives was like, "Oh, you still play video games?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. What do you want me to do with my time? Tell me."
Yeah.
Like for real.
Got defensive as fuck. You tell me, Uncle Riley. What do you want me to do?
No, because I'm like, what is it you want me to do with my time that is so much better than what gives me therapy or whatever I want to do, right? Work? I already work. I work a lot. I was like,
you got the money for it.
Yeah,
it's just like, so what do you want me to do? I'm done.
Yeah, it's like you want me to watch TV? It's the same shit.
Yeah.
You want me to read a book? I read all the time. So what you want me to do?
I got time.
I got time.
Yeah.
I want to spend it however I want to. Hey, find you a man.
I feel like just broke a beer bottle. Like, what do you want me to do?
No, because it was a matter of like, because I was just like,
Got you on a bad day.
I did it as respectfully as I could, because I was just like, what do you want me to do with my time? That would be so, because there's only a limited amount of time in my day that I can spend thinking of concepts. If you don't if I'm sitting here when I'm at work, I take care of my investing. I take care of book reading. I take care of going to the gym. So outside of that, what you want me to be doing?
Taking naps.
Oh, I sleep plenty.
You really do. Days.
So I said, it's because I go through periods where I don't sleep, and then there's periods where I sleep, then I hibernate.
It works for you.
Only sometimes. So it's
This
like,
motherfucker's stealthy as hell.
oh, he came out.
Silently. Are you Dracula? Newest TikTok
Hey,
out right
newest
now.
TikTok's out there. Go watch it.
Hey, we love Fred Durst.
We do.
It's
We
Fred
still do,
Durst
right?
related.
Okay, I have to check with him because I don't know. It's hard to keep up with them.
No, Fred Durst is going to be the only good one for a long time.
I feel that way.
But
But that being said, that what was I going to say?
We're not talking appropriation.
Linkin Park just dropped a new song like
I
about
saw
2 weeks
that.
ago.
Yeah.
wait, they
R.P.
did?
Chester. Yeah.
They just didn't. So it was, I think, around the time Meteora came out, and it was like, this song sounds too similar to this other song in this album, so we're not releasing it.
Yeah. And then 20 years went by.
And then they were like, well, this is the only way you're going to hear a new Chester song. They
There you
released
go. Yeah.
it. Definitely.
Is
like,
it okay?
No, it's Linkin Park. Like,
Fuck. Yeah.
Hey, nowadays,
Because people try to do that, and it sometimes never ends up well.
look, there's manga that can be
That's a
written
list
without
for
their
you.
author.
I mean, there's
We want to
about
go grim. That's a
about
list.
3 or 4 Pac songs after.
Oh, it's some that are terrible.
Like there was
bad.
a reason he shelved it.
Yeah.
There were some, like, the only person I don't think you could, like, because I feel like they tried to, like, I think MJ, they tried for like a song or two, and they were like, no.
Yeah, they did.
And it's like,
Yeah, it was a whole album. It was
I was
not
like,
good.
and it was like his unreleased music, and you're like, there's a reason it was unreleased because he didn't have his touch to it.
And it wasn't finished. This was a rough draft of something that you just
Shoot,
threw
and-
some auto tunes and tried to clean up. And
No, and the crazy part is, it's like
terrible.
you do know, like, in terms of iconic voices, shoot, you can't really replicate an MJ. So
that's the most iconic one.
who has ever held the title of King of Pop? Like,
No one.
King of a category.
I think if this is
Didn't Elvis have it?
I was
Unfortunately,
about to say Elvis is actually probably the most famous one that had a hit way after the fuck he was dead. A little less conversation.
And that's it.
That was it. And someone remixed that. Was it Fatboy Slim? It sounded like some Fatboy Slim type shit. Someone remixed it, made it better, and then it was just like, oh, this is a number one hit, at least on like the electronic fucking charts. And yeah, so I think that's the most successful one. Aaliyah's was good too, though, because Rock the Boat came out after, and Rock the Boat's a classic.
Oh, it did.
Rock the Boat came out after, yeah, I believe so. Chat, let me know if that's my favorite Aaliyah song. Fuck what everybody else. Stroke it for me. Stroke it for me. Fucking Rock the Boat was the shit.
that being said about Aaliyah, she is one of the first counterculture. Like,
Yeah.
I never saw. She was in a vampire movie,
A kung fu movie.
a kung fu movie. And, like, she was.
She was hitting the ground running. Like
She was ahead
into
of her
all
time.
that shit. Yeah, she very much was way ahead of her time.
If Aaliyah was making movies like in 2008, 2010,
She have an Oscar already.
yeah.
Now, time out. You want to talk about counterculture? Let's not forget. I know we've talked about it before, but it is definitely Maya and Blackstreet singing for the Rugrats movie theme song, baby. Take me there. Come on.
I remember Take Me There. Yeah.
Y'all gonna sit here and not put respect on the fact they singing the Rugrats?
Forward march!
Oh man. That's selling out. That's what that looks
that
like.
song has been played like 4 times on this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Really? I couldn't have been on those.
Yeah, you have every time.
What?
Every time. I always use it as a reference.
Why?
Because it's hilarious.
It's one of his favorite things.
But
No,
I mean,
not as hilarious as Chris Brown's mixing of a Wrigley's Double Mint commercial with the actual song.
he did that?
Yeah. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Oh,
And
my
it
gosh,
played
I
in the
didn't process
commercials
that.
for
Oh,
years.
shit.
That's selling out, but that's kind of selling out in the club. That was a double because
Dude, that's
it was
why-
a hit and it was in the commercial.
That's
It
why
was
it
for
took me
that.
so long. I never respected Drake because the first time I
Well,
ever
how
saw him
could
was
you?
the Sprite commercial.
Really? Wow. I remember Drake it was by accident. It was way before, totally by accident to where
When you were
like,
watching Degrassi?
I was on Napster. This is way back then. And I was browsing the free shit that you wouldn't go to jail for. And yeah, Drake's one of his first kind of LP single things was on there. And it was not like you would think it is. It was him in a pea coat on an autumn New York evening. Like it was the most un-Drake-like shit ever. And I'm like, who the fuck is this funny looking
Actually,
motherfucker? And that was back then. Drake's fine. He's a talented gentleman, but it's just like
I'm not-
says no to him. He was on Degrassi.
No, it's just like most unlike Drake thing. I'm like, Drake has tried to be a hard gangster. Drake has tried to be a
No,
soulful
Drake
R&B.
was on Saturday Night Live. Watch
Yep.
that episode and you tell me if you take Drake seriously after that.
I never have.
To me, neither
He's
have
Canadian.
I. Yeah, it's hard.
Just say he's
Come from
Canadian.
Texas,
Yeah, it's
opposite end of
hard.
the spectrum. Yeah, it's like-
literally what you said.
My florist has a gun. And yes, I have a florist. Welcome to Texas. But yeah, no, but no, it was like Drake is a weird case to where like he does the same shit over and over again. But I have to give the man credit because he kind of invented a subgenre. Was it a good subgenre? Not really.
What's his subgenre?
The rap singing. Remember, that was a whole thing.
What are you talking
kind
about?
of,
That's been a thing forever.
No, not the way he did it. Like, Nate Dogg did it in a cool way.
So because he was
Drake
rap
didn't.
singing in a lame way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because he was corny, not that.
It was a little corny. It was early on in those Autumn Leaves. There was authentic Drake. There was no rapping in that LP at all.
Way I can give credit of that to Soulja Boy since he wants to take all his stuff anyway.
You should.
Yeah, okay.
And the funny thing is,
Don't
you can't
disrespect the
find that.
businessman.
You cannot find that. He had that shit scrubbed because I can't find it. I tried to look for it to make fun of it on this very show, and I could not find it at all. I'm like, this motherfucker really got rid of an entire piece of work, and you cannot find that shit. It is bad. Like, it's every part of Drake you don't like, and none of the few I guess you could tolerate. It's that bad.
I love, but everyone loves Drake. He's so
we
good.
we literally were here just shitting on him while you were looking stuff up.
I wasn't looking stuff up. I was pulling something
my
up
girl-
for a second. But yeah,
My girl
you're
did
right.
it was a stinger. She does not like Drake, clearly, because she's Jewish. And I'm black. And I came up with a dumb joke of like, yeah, you know, if we ever had a kid, like, they could be Drake, you know? And she was like, well, we definitely won't be having a kid then. She despises Drake. Like, Drake has contributed
Now,
nothing good to the world.
Now, time out. Time out. I don't love Drake as like a person. I don't know him like that, so I don't hate him. Like,
Yeah, I don't hate the guy.
But if my child came out as rich as Drake,
I'm
best believe
exploiting
I
the
wanted
fuck out of
Drake.
that. Yeah, music can be terrible. Whatever. He bought this house.
Look, I'm not one of them parents who are like, "Oh, I'm too haughty and prideful to." No, hell no.
No,
Buy me things.
Children are an investment. If you think of them otherwise, you're foolish.
Yeah, dude.
They are no fuck no. I will never have a child.
He's from.
No. No one. None of us want to. That's the thing. Neither person
joke.
does.
He made a joke about.
It's a joke.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, I don't want a child.
Starts off
That's
as a joke.
terrible.
it does start off as jokes.
But if you do
my
have
eldest brother
one-
has 5.
Yeah, they're as good as a retirement plan. Put a ball of any kind in the hand.
Yeah,
Hopefully, they
why
can do
have a
something with it.
401k when
Yeah.
you can have children?
It's the backup plan.
Invest in
It's
them.
a terrible backup plan. Don't do it.
Millions of dollars
'Cause they
that
will
may or may
fail.
not pay out.
Hey, that's the thing. It's bad stock, you know. Maybe,
Hey,
maybe
who
something,
knows?
maybe not.
Who knows? Hey, look, in my mom's
probably not.
In my
Let's be honest.
in my mom's
Yeah.
favor, she got a ticket. I bought her a ticket to Hawaii this week. So
TJ,
like,
do we have to talk about cultural differences right now?
oh wait, no, wrong podcast. Wrong. Oh wait, that's a whole. You're right. You're right. You're right. Never mind.
The rest of us,
You're right. You're right.
yeah, by any means necessary, I guess. You know,
Oof.
it's like just be something, be rich, please. Buy me a house. That's all I ask. That's most mothers.
Just buy you a house, dude. We're not even buying ourselves a house.
Can't do it. Mom can't do it. You want a trailer home or a container home or a tiny home? I can swing that in 2045.
I'm trying to make it work one day.
Stay alive.
But on the other hand, if he dies, maybe we're in the will.
Oh, no, I'd probably be paid grimfully enough. I don't want that money. And yeah, I would probably have to buy a house just in honor.
I would. You talk about your parents?
Yes.
Hell no, I'm not even saying it out loud. I'm buying my mom a house one day.
That's all you can say. That's all I keep saying.
No, I mean, I'm gonna make it.
I would if I could, yeah.
It takes a lot of realize. You remember how expensive houses are, and
Man,
Bless you.
again, I'm currently trying to buy
I
my
know
own.
how much you make. You don't have a house. You could, but you don't want one. It's too much of a hassle.
You know,
It's a lot of hassle,
Even though if you could afford it, it's still a fucking hassle.
bro. It's a lot.
They don't want us to have houses.
that.
Bottom line.
Like you get this house, and then you're like, cool, I got a good rate, Which first of all, the interest rate right now makes a little comment. Interest rate right now does not make it very incentivizing to buy a home.
Not at
and
all.
on top of that, the actual taxes in Austin to own a home suck shit at the moment. So that combination makes it very disincentivizing to own and buy a home. So right now, I've been living free, aka not free. I just have been investing my money aggressively. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Just make a bunch of it.
Why not gamble it away? That's
Go
it.
to Vegas.
No, not that.
on
That's
black.
not it.
Put it on black, man.
Like,
Get
Dude,
into sports
I'm seeing
gambling.
some smart parlay bets. Like,
I'm about to say, we really need to get into that. Like, I feel like we can make a lot of people a lot of money.
you bet like all the favorites, like, and as long as all 10 of them happen, like, you get stupid paid out.
Yeah. So the plus and minus is how much money you would win for every $100.
Like bet that the Saints are going to win the AFC South.
Yeah, it's
The
best for everything.
The Chiefs are going to beat the Raiders twice. The Cowboys are going to beat the Giants
love a
twice.
parlay.
Like, you just kind of like just stack them all, and then it's like,
Come
here's
out
$10
with just as much money as TJ.
I'm broke right now, so sure.
already ahead of the game.
My current liquid capital. Oh, well, not my current
Your net worth.
spendable liquid capital.
Yeah.
I ain't spending money.
You're literally going to a different city in like
Next week,
No, it's not like that. It's just more so
you asked me for food recommendations.
I did,
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter.
you're looking at 5-star restaurants.
Yeah.
Capital.
Capital on top of capital.
See, they hate.
You have a Roth IRA.
I do.
Enough said. Nothing else needs to be said.
Building the generational wealth means like you act like you're broke most of the time. Until I'm 30, I will never acknowledge what I've saved.
Hanging out with us, you'll be there sooner than later.
I am aging.
What happens when you have all 30-year-old plus friends?
But not
You got
thank you.
sympathy aging going on.
So my knee started hurting.
What the fuck?
I was like, I was like, I'm trying to be a good friend. I'm worried about my friend's health. And I'm like, damn, my worrying about other people's health makes me be unhealthy. Y'all,
Stress,
y'all are killing
which
me.
ages you, yeah.
But nah, thank y'all guys so much for joining us on this counterculture conversation today. It's always a lot of fun to get to kick it on the Blaxcellence. And today's a little more different because we had a guest, but not really a guest. I mean, he's here all the time. I do not know when and what our next Blaxcellence will be. It'll be sooner rather than later. And it'll probably, you know what? This was a fun topic. I'm going to keep the fun going. It'll probably be another fun one for us. So not depressing and sad. I don't think the last one was depressing and sad. We just, do we need one? Do we need to have a serious topic? Blaxcellence? I don't think there's been anything that's happened.
It's something I have a problem with.
Go ahead. What's up?
Them trying to erase our history is kind of a big issue for me.
Well, they've been doing that since day one.
But like so aggressively now.
In our face, true.
It used to be so subtle and now it's so aggressive. Like,
We can talk about erasure of history.
yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll talk about
We
that.
talk about history a lot, actually. Let's skip this. Can we do part 2? Because I would like to talk more 90s.
No, 90s comes later in the year.
Fuck.
But we can do a part 2 on something.
Okay, and look, we're always up for
I don't
ideas.
even think we've done. I don't think we've done a full-on food conversation.
Oh, we have not at all. I don't
No,
think we've touched food.
I mean, there was last time.
fried chicken and it
last
scared
time
you
I
off.
touched it, it went viral.
And you literally just touched it. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't
I
even a
put my
topic.
toe in.
It was a mere, like, passing thought type thing.
We're
and
using it for advertising and shit.
T-shirts.
Dog, I was like sitting here. I was like, and I still am correct. I'm still right.
It was the Iron Chef episode.
Did you know?
It's the Iron Chef episode. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, no, food I think is great. It's a show on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's about pretty much all the foods that they've stolen from us that we pretty much made. Or yeah, which is a lot of them. But yeah, there you go. I have a lot of bones to pick.
And guess
And,
what?
and you know what? If we do a food one, it might get a little controversial on my end.
But I'll sit there and if you come to the food Blaxcellence, get ready for me to put respect on other cultures' foods too.
We absolutely are.
Because I love so much.
In my problem, we have Thunder. We have to talk about my problem I have because coming from NOLA, like I said, we just went on an entire food tour in just the best places in New Orleans to eat. And it was so many good ones. And they were all black owned with black cooks. And it tasted like it. And so coming back to Austin, I went to similar restaurants owned by people who might not be the case. But I've had food cooked by white people that is very, very well. It's how you learn is basically my thing. If you truly want to learn how to cook like soul food type dishes, you need to learn in the right places. And when you don't, I find it disrespectful. So that's what we'll,
The issue that becomes is like everyone I know that is a world-class chef, like it becomes less like secret recipes and stuff, and more like learning the chemistry behind food. And it's like you need this much sugar and this much. Like,
molecular gastronomy is super cool.
Yeah, of course you know that. Some shit I never heard until right now.
Shut up.
It's what I was describing. I just didn't want to use that word, so that's cool.
It was what he's describing.
Souffle making motherfucker. Yeah, no, you knew exactly.
Y'all, turning food into pearls is cool.
Oh my god.
It's like thinking it abstract.
But yes, no, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Okay, time out.
I'm not saying don't cook soul food. Learn how to cook soul food.
That's fair. Now, look, he had something I whipped together. I don't cook bad.
No, you were trained in France. Le Cordon Bleu, the original, right?
I don't.
You literally told me you went to France and cooked.
No, I worked under a French chef. That's different.
Did you have to address him as chef?
Of course.
Well, then, I worked at Chili's. I didn't have to do that shit.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
You worked at Chili's?
For like a day. I quit a lot of jobs day one. Hey. That could be an episode of something.
Yeah, what jobs we've done? Oh, man.
Oh, I got one.
Bro, I was that.
Can I end on this one? Because it's for the people. It's for the culture.
Don't worry, Tom Hero. I got you.
Oh, yeah. So I had a job. This is the shortest job I've ever had for 4 hours. It was at the LaGrange Country Club where you were not allowed to enter through the front nor talk or look at the members.
Were you a slave?
Not that day because I was like, fuck this. And I walked out the front of it and I looked at people, just stared them right in the eyes. It's like, yeah, no, black person's walking through here. I wanted to knock over water. I didn't take it that far. And yeah, no, I just made it known. It's the only type of scene. I think it's maybe the biggest type of scene I ever made, but it was for a point. I mean, and yeah, it was very slave-like, and I'm not about that shit.
I used to be one of the characters in like a TV show. Yeah. I used to be Uncle Ruckus, dog. I'd be working everything. Back in the day when I was in college.
You had like 8 jobs.
Yeah, dog. When I was in college, I worked 8 jobs at like the same time.
That's what I'm saying.
South by. Did you know that I was an apprentice electrician?
No.
Fun fact. What? I worked for Supercuts.
The fuck, man?
Wait, what?
Yeah, dead ass. I worked for Supercuts.
So you can pay somebody.
Isn't that a haircut place?
Yeah, and I had to go.
Were you a barber?
And you were doing electrician?
Yeah, so I had to go replace their lighting and wiring
for
like their different stores. So they let me rent it. They taught me this in like a week. It was not safe, but they were super cool, and they let me have a truck for like 2 days. And so, not 2 days, actually 2 weeks. It was cool. And then I also directed buses.
Nice.
That was cool too.
I don't even know what that means.
Carpets once.
Were you doing what does directing buses mean?
So, when it's like, hey, coordinating how buses are coming in during a week like South by or ACL, right?
Yeah,
it's because there's so many artists and so you'd actually it was more like an operation. Really? Time out. A lot of businesses were giving a college-age kid jobs he should not be having without proper training.
Yeah.
But I guess
Gotta
they
fill
just
a spot. Yeah.
They really just were like, fuck it, he'll be all right.
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID. All right, well,
it's a different world.
Thank you guys so much. We're actually gonna raid Charm Hero because he asked very kindly.
Yes.
And so give him some love.
Dude. How far are we from 100?
And we are 4 away from 100.
Holy shit.
So if y'all guys come out to next week's show, holla at us, drop 4 more. We appreciate it. And don't worry, like I said, we get to that 100 mark. And trust me, the top donators, people who've been showing out, I got y'all. Got y'all something pretty cool. But really appreciate the love. Really appreciate the topic today, guys. And these guys are on their cell phone, which means it's time to go home. Not playing the outro. We're just going to go ahead and kick it over to Charm Hero. Wait, okay. It said, damn, Charm Hero. Charm Hero said, fuck it. Here's 5 more.
Hey! Like, that's it? There you go.